Time now to sit down with the head coach, Jerod Mayo, joins me now. All right, let's get the bad stuff out of the way first. Just a couple things. 9 penalties in the game. It's got to be driving you nuts.
Nah, for sure, especially early in the game. I think we had 7 in the first half. Kind of settled down in the second half, but we just have to do better and be more disciplined.
How do you do that during the week? I mean, you got a lot on your plate. You're worried about the offense, defense, special teams. How much do you and your staff spend during the week telling these guys, hey, we can't do this?
Yeah, we spent a lot of time on it. I would say during training camp, we had multiple practices where we had referees out there. I think, every Saturday night, I tell them like who the referee group is for the game and the high frequency calls that they've had in the past, and we just got to go out there and execute better.
Run defense. A lot of people talking about it after the game. I remember calling the game. There were 3 big plays.
Yeah.
So you eliminate those 3 plays, you're kind of holding them down. What do you think it is about the run defense right now? Bentley's not in the middle, right?
I'm not going to make any excuses for our run defense. You said it, those 3 big plays, but that's what the NFL is. You never know which play it's going to be, and those 2 50-yard runs definitely were disappointing. Whether it's gap integrity or just going back to fundamentals, just being able to tackle.
Has it gotten harder to play the run? Guys are in shotgun, handoffs out of shotgun. It's not power eye, it's not offset eye.
I don't think so. I mean, we've had a good run defense here for a long time, and we just have to be better, and it starts with me and the players on the field.
Drake Maye, what are your thoughts on his first game as a Patriot?
I thought he did a solid job. I thought he did a good job, just going through his progressions. I thought he did a good job extending plays with his legs and picking up first downs with his legs. And, when he had the opportunity to push the ball down the field, he took advantage of those, and it was good.
When we saw what he did on Sunday, is that part of the dilemma that the passing game is better, but because he's raw, because he's young, he's still going to make mistakes?
And we understand that. He's a young quarterback, and hopefully he just continues to get better each and every week.
Do you approach it like every other player? And I know last week you said, I've learned a lot about the quarterback position. It's different than all the others. But, like every player, you got to take what you did, learn from it, and get progress and move ahead.
100%. And I would also say a guy like Ben Brown, who's been here for 5 days to go out there and play the entire game, he did a great job. And, hopefully he and Drake, can have good chemistry going forward.
It's the biggest center we've had here, 6'5". And he looked bigger than the tackles.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. It's good to have size up front.
All right, London, you got a staff for all the logistics. Is this the same as sort of a West Coast trip? I remember talking to you about San Francisco.
Yeah, it is kind of. What I will say is the NFL, they do a good job, supporting the team as far as international play is concerned. And, Bobby and his team have done a good job all year, really, handling the logistics.
This is about stretching out, getting your rest, getting your feet up, get out there, get some rest, hydrate on the way out.
Yeah, but you say get some rest, but at the same time, you kind of want to keep those guys awake to get acclimated to the time. So it's different going across the pond.
All right, time now for Ask Me Almost Anything. This comes from Lucas Fox. 2-part question here. What's your favorite part about being a head coach?
My favorite part about being a head coach is just seeing the guys, make plays. Obviously they need to make more plays so we can walk away with a win. But I just love seeing 11 guys on the field at the same time, rowing in the same direction.
Least favorite part? TV interviews, radio interviews? It's got to be the cuts, right?
That's right. Anytime you cut a guy, you're not only cutting that player, you're also cutting their families. And I oftentimes think about that, and I'm very empathetic or sympathetic to those cuts.
If you want to ask the coach a question, you have to go to patriots.com/askcoach.